Hello, sweethearts, and welcome to Week 4 of the Let's Play Summer School 2, with Super Back to the Future, Part 2. We are just layering sequels on sequels here. So this game was released for the Super Famicom, only in Japan, and it's going to summarize the beginning of Back to the Future Part 2 like so. So here's Anime Marty McFly. He's about to kiss Anime Jennifer Parker, because he had a harrowing adventure in 1955. But oh no, here comes Doc Brown from the future. Your kids turn out to be assholes 30 years in the future. Something's got to be done about them. Hop into my flying 80s sports car. This really made a lot of sense when they made the movie, but not so much right now. I don't know. Just roll with it. He added the Mr. Fusion. He added the Mode 7 thrusters. We are going right the hell to the year 2015.
What do you mean the calendar says it's 2015? Are you trying to pull some shit on me?
Here we are. Boy, Michael J. Fox is looking really, what do they call it? Kawaii, I think is the term. Yeah. I mean, wow. Is this what everything's gonna look like in 2015? Is it all anime? Well, everybody I know is playing Hyperdimension Neptunia. It's fucking... I guess this is an accurate portrayal of 2015. So you've got two buttons in this game. Go fast and jump. When you're jumping, you do a kickin' rad flip on your Mattel brand hoverboard, and it lets you hit enemies and pass through projectiles. Like these comical bullets that these anime policemen are shooting at us. Everything in this game's anime. I'm just gonna drop the whole anime shtick right now because it came out in Japan. They like anime. Deal with it. So it took me a long time to realize this, playing this game a couple times over the years, but this is basically a janky, weird Back to the Future Sonic game. Like some Sonic 1 level nonsense. I mean, think about it. You're jumping, you're doing a flip, you're immobile while doing the flip. That power-up I just passed is a, shield thing. It's Sonic! It's Sonic Back to the Future. How did that get even made? I don't know. And I'm not sure how that bullet hit me. Hitboxes are a magical, wonderful thing in the wild-out future of 2015. But what I do know is that this is one of my favorite import games. I mean, Back to the Future, the entire trilogy, is one of my favorite movie trilogies. So the idea that there's a game based on it, not one of those weird knockoff LJN things or that terrible Sega Genesis game, nothing like that, but an actual pretty damn playable one, and it's weird as hell with its aesthetic. It's great. Ugh. That password isn't foreboding at all. I wonder what we got next. A level? No, just kidding. We've got a boss fight in the Cafe 80s against Griff Tannen. Yeah! Oh, I got hit. That's not as good though. He's wasting the Pepsi Perfect. You're gonna piss off the vid screen of Ronald Reagan talking like Max Headroom. You're gonna upset him. He's gonna be like, you can't break the Pepsi Perfect. No, you can't do that. This fight, as it were, it isn't so bad. I'm kind of bad at it, but it's not the worst thing. You can nudge yourself in to hit the buttons and knock the vid screens right into Griff Tannen's stupid, dumb, helmeted, bat-spinning face. Or you can hit him with your hoverboard. Because, why not? Why wouldn't you want to body a dude with your hoverboard? Yeah! Let's play some Wild Gunman. I don't care if you need to use your hands. You shut up. It's not a baby's toy. It's cool. You shoot people. God damn! Well, Griff isn't too happy about that, so he's going to send his henchmen after us. Data, Spike, and Whitey. I can't tell you which one is which. I think the girl is Spike. I think. But we're going to beat him in the head, because why not? So the music's changed. It's still a Back to the Future theme. Ooh, fun fact for y'all. The music in this game was done by Hitoshi Sakimoto, a name you may have heard of. He did music for a lot of high-profile games, like Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, the guy who did Final Fantasy Tactics' amazing music is fiddle-faddling with the Back to the Future theme in 16-bit in 1993. Just think about that, man. That's what the movie forgot to predict. Never mind the fact that we'd have flying carts and hoverboards. The fact that I can look up the name of a Japanese man and learn all the video games he ever worked on. That's the real magic. Why is the cafes in the background? Didn't we just get out of there? No, but I don't want to go to the cafe 80s. The 80s were a terrible time, even though I was born in them. Anyway, that's one of the guys gone. They show up as... I hesitate to call them mini-bosses, but they show up. They only take one hit each to get rid of. And there's the Blast to the Past store in the background. You can kind of tell. It's a little shrouded and pixely, but it's definitely the Blast to the Past store, which is a very important part of the movie, and it sets in motion the entire events of the plot and makes bad things happen that take place for the rest of the Back to the Future trilogy. Fucking Blast to the Past. Great sports almanac. Oh, but this part I hate. I haven't talked about the momentum in this game yet. It's a bit tricky. Because if you're not holding the run button and you don't move a certain speed, you just jump with no horizontal movement. And it's also tricky to turn on these hover cars because you kind of move with them. Like, you see, I slid off of the thing there, so if you mess that up, it is a bad climb back. And I don't like it. This game, it's not perfect, okay? It's not perfect. Some of the jumping puzzles get kind of obnoxious near the end of the game, and they really rely on those spike balls to get a lot of cheap hits. You've only got 3 hits of life, but... Well, you've got the vending machine system with the coins, so you can get a lot of extra cool stuff. There goes Spike. She opened her mouth nice and wide. Wah! She's gone. It's okay. I don't know, I still like it. It's no super classic, but it's definitely fun for a Back to the Future game. As the Angry Video Game Nerd famously said, and I know I watched that guy too much, it's the best goddamn Back to the Future game I've ever played. Of course, this is before the Telltale Back to the Future game came out, but I have not actually played that. And come to think of it, I really want to now. Look out! They're gonna beat me with glow sticks! Glow sticks? Really? Is that what we're resorting to threatening people with in 2015? It's not 1995! Are you going to a rave or something? Oonce, 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 pounce, Marty McFly! Okay, who do you think you are? Goddamn Strider Hero? Get that shit out of my face! Get it out, get me to the goal, spin that hoverboard round. Mattel brand. Yeah! There's that music again. Frog. No! No! Not the Battletoads! Anything but the Battletoads! Dear God! It's 2015! We don't need to do that! Please! Oh, it's just Griff again. Thank God. Okay. So, here's an inaccuracy. The hoverboard works on water. What idiot game developer came up with that idea? It's like they haven't even seen the movie. Gosh! Those boards don't work on water unless you've got power! Of course, I've got all the power. Nintendo power! No, Famicom power. Super Famicom power. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, this fight isn't really so bad. You can knock Griff into the clock tower with the water spout, or, well, it's much easier for me to just chain flip off of the bats that he throws and get up to him that way. Of course, he can also do this, and he's just gonna zip down at you and free hit. Hey. It's so comical, though. They made it really cute, how he just smashes into the clock tower. And, well, that is straight out of the movie. Sort of. Marty tricks the bullies as they rocket towards him, and he flings them into the clock tower. It's rad. It's a rad scene. And look, just like the movie, he smashes into the glass. And you get a lot of coins or something. I don't know. Anyway, because of this, Marty's son doesn't go off and commit crime with Griff. So therefore, future history's been changed. Everything's hunky-dory. Unfortunately, Marty McFly bought a sports almanac that tells all the sports scores between 1950 and the year 2000. And old Biff Tannen, Griff's father, steals the time machine, goes back in time, and creates a dystopian, horrific 1985 alternate timeline. Alright, we've got roly-poly Blanca hobos. And I've got a shield. Look, just like Sonic. The frames aren't showing it that well, but same thing. Same thing as a shield, except I'm an idiot and I lose it, because that's what I am. I'm in 1985, for God's sakes. In this universe, Kate Bush never reached #1 with the Hounds of Love. What? Oh, no! No longer will we be running up that road, or running up that hill, with no problem! Biff, what have you done? You syncopantic, greedy son of a bitch! Hobos everywhere, Kate Bush not at #1, this is a nightmare, and all the windows are broken. At least the music's nice. It's a cute little variation on the Back to the Future theme. That's what this entire game is. My favorite, though, it's not one you're going to hear because I'm only playing for a couple more minutes, is in the movie they go back to 1955, into the first movie, and the 1955 theme for this game is actually really goddamn sweet. It's like 50s upbeat pop Back to the Future. It's so cool. As for this level, I don't really like it. But a lot of the 1985 A levels are really annoying. This is where the game starts getting kind of poopy. Not this level so much, though it does have a few jerk moves. Also, I swear those bikers were like the same biker dudes as in the hover bikes in 2015. So I might be ruining goddamn timelines. Somebody might not get born because I whapped that guy in the face with my Mattel brand hoverboard. Which is another weird thing. I mean, okay, yeah, you got the mechanics of the game, is flipping on a hoverboard. That's great and all. But that also means Marty McFly's using the hoverboard in 1985 for the entire goddamn game. Whereas he only whipped that thing out, like, at the beginning of the movie and at the end. But, well, I get why you're doing that, because we gotta have a freaking game. So, I'll allow that. I'll let that slide. Me, the master of observation and nitpicking. Come on, I can make sense of Stephen Moffat-era Doctor Who. I think I got this in the bag. Trust me on this, okay? Just trust me, and we'll fix the timelines. Don't worry, it's okay. Kate Bush will be at #1 again. It'll be fine, along with whoever the hell else was at #1 in 1985. I don't know. What are the names? Dire Straits. Money for Nothing? You ever hear that one? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's Biff Tannen's Pleasure Paradise. Look at this. This is horrible. Biff has altered the timeline, and we can learn all about it at the Biff Tons Museums? What the fuck? Also, is that supposed to be Marty's mom there on the left, or just a sleazy casino girl? I'm not really sure. But, whatever. Biff made his fortune by betting on horse races when he was of legal age, and he used the book to tell the future and tell all the scores and bet like a lot of money and make millions of dollars and turn the world into a shithole. So now we're in Biff Tannen's Pleasure Paradise, and there's guards with tasers, and there's golden Biff statues that are alive, and all sorts of other stuff. Giant cannonballs. What? Man, you really fucked with time here, Tannen. Jesus! Utterly ridiculous, man. So the rest of this game is pretty unique bosses. I mean, there's like a jazz guy you fight after this level, where you break the floor and let cannonballs fall onto his head while dodging the music notes he shoots at you, and then you fight Biff's other henchman in the weird room, and you fight old Biff in 1985A. He's got a robe on and he shoots you with his gun. And then there's Biff's cronies in 1955 at the dance, and then you fight the final battle with Biff as you're driving down the highway trying to get the book back from him. That's basically how the rest of the game goes. It's It's fun. It's serviceable stuff. And it follows the movie relatively closely. I mean, it takes a couple of liberties. I mean, I don't ever remember any hooligans with bald heads that are on fire who are wearing Union Jack t-shirts. That's actually a thing that happens in the game. In the cemetery level where you discover that George McFly's dead. That actually happens. But I think we're going to call it here. Yeah. So this has been week 4. It's been a ride and a half. So, Great Scott!